My dear students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you answer question of the lesson on libraries which are likely to be asked in the upcoming examination.
Learn English with Lachman.
Why was the writer inclined to libraries from his childhood? Oliver Sacks was drawn to libraries from his childhood because he grew up surrounded by books. His parents had a large private library at home which introduced him to literature, science, and classics. This environment nurtured his curiosity and love for reading. Being familiar with books and treasures at home made public libraries even more inviting as they become places of discovery, knowledge, and lifelong inspiration. What impression did the author have about the library at Albert Einstein College of Medicine? Oliver Sacks was deeply impressed by the library at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, calling it the best he had ever seen. It housed not only medical and scientific journals but also works on philosophy, history, and literature. He admired its spacious, quiet, and inspiring atmosphere. For Sachs, it was a place of joy and discovery where he could read and write for long hours without feeling tired. Why does the author appreciate Queen's College Library? Sachs appreciated Queen's College Library at Oxford because it was large, quiet, and comfortably heated. It was designed by Christopher Wren and contained shelves full of science, philosophy, and 18th century literature. He spent many happy hours there reading Johnson, Hume, and Pope. The library was both pleasant and rich in books, making it his favorite refuge during student life and a place where his love for books grew stronger. Why was the author biased towards science? Oliver Sacks was biased towards science because of his lifelong interest in chemistry, biology, and medicine. From childhood, he loved doing experiments and learning about the natural world. When he entered a library, he was always drawn first to science books, journals, and research articles. Although he enjoyed literature and philosophy, his strongest attraction was to science, which later influenced his career as a neurologist and medical writer. Why did the students ignore bookshelves in the 1990s? In 1990s, Sachs noticed that students at the medical college library ignored the bookshelves. Instead of browsing among the books, they spent most of their time at computers using databases to find information. The shelves were left untouched, and the joy of unexpected discovery from wandering among books was missing. Sachs felt sad about this change as it reduced the excitement of traditional library reading. What did the librarian assure the author? When Oliver Sacks worried about being deprived of books, a librarian assured him that this would never happen. For Sacks, books were as necessary as food, so this promise gave him great comfort. It strengthened his trust in libraries as safe places that would always provide knowledge. He felt secure knowing that libraries would never fail to satisfy his deep hunger for reading and learning. Why did he dislike school? Oliver Sacks disliked school because he found it dull and restrictive. The teaching was based on memorization and discipline, which did not match his curiosity. He felt bored and uninspired in the classroom. By contrast, libraries gave him freedom and excitement. There, he could choose books on science, philosophy, or literature and learn at his own pace. He always preferred the joy of libraries to the dullness of school. What recent changes in libraries did the author dislike? Sachs disliked the recent trend of libraries replacing printed books with electronic resources. He observed that shelves of real books were being removed to make way for digital material. For him, this was a serious loss because it destroyed the physical and cultural richness of books. He called it a kind of intellectual crime, fearing that the pleasure of handling and discovering real books would be lost forever. Why does the digital library not interest the author? In the essay on libraries, the author explains that digital libraries do not interest him because he deeply values the physical presence of books. For him, a real library is not just about information but also about the atmosphere, the looks, smell, and feels of books, the quiet space, and the sense of discovery while browsing shelves. A digital collection lacks this tangible sensory and emotional experience, so it does not attract him.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel so that you will be notified when I upload next video.